Welcome, dear listeners, to Season 3 of the Carolina Haints Podcast, brought to you by Wreak Havoc Productions and A Darker World. I'm your host, Dan Sellers. If you're a returning listener, I'd like to say thank you for sticking with us through the hiatus. If you're a new listener, I'd like to encourage you to go back and listen to episodes from our first 2 seasons. The question I probably get asked the most about this show is, what's a haint? Well, the word haint is a southern colloquialism for ghost or evil spirit. Carolina Haints is a show about the things that haunt us. But in the Old North State, there's more that haunts us than just ghost stories. Episodes typically fall into one of the following categories: ghost stories, folklore legends, unexplained mysteries, and dark history. However, this year, we're expanding our scope to include true crime. Let me take a minute to introduce the show and tell you a little bit about what you can expect this season. We'll be covering some famous ghost tales that we all know and love, but we'll also bring to light some lesser-known mysteries. This season's got unexplained phenomena, witches, pirates, and cryptids too. In the way of dark history, we're going to talk about some Carolina murder ballads. And as far as true crime is concerned, we've got some bone-chilling stories about a murderer obsessed with Satan and a serial killer in Charlotte that stalked and strangled his victims. Every episode this season is researched and written by Jeffrey Cochran. I've had the pleasure of working with Jeff as a co-producer on several projects over the last few years, and I'm honored to continue our association with Carolina Haints. He's one hell of a writer, and like me, he appreciates a dark and scary tale. You can find more about Jeff's work and upcoming projects from his production company, A Darker World, by visiting his website, adarkerworld.com. Our theme song, entitled Dream, by composer Judson Hurd, is also available for purchase on iTunes and other music platforms. Do yourself a favor and check out some of Judson's incredible pieces of music at his website, judsonhurd.com. I've also had the pleasure of working with him on several film projects in which he's composed original scores, and he never disappoints. If you're listening to this intro episode as it's released, then you'll have the opportunity to come join us for the 5th annual Wreak Havoc Horror Film Festival. We're joining forces this year with Red Cinemas in Greensboro, and we'll be showing our international horror shorts and features on 2 screens. The festival will run on Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. You can visit redcinemas.com for ticket info, or check out our website, wreakhavocHorrorFilmFest.com. September 20th is a big day for my company, Wreak Havoc Productions. It's not only the opening of the film festival, but it's also the world premiere date for our latest film, Uncle Otto's Truck, which is an adaptation from a classic Stephen King short story. And also the 20th of September brings the first episode for Season 3 of the Carolina Haints Podcast about the vampire beast of Bladenboro. I encourage you to find out more about Wreak Havoc Productions and all our ongoing projects, including the film Sea Salt Wind and our sister show, the Wreak Havoc Film Buffs Podcast, a show about movies by fledgling filmmakers, hosted by yours truly and my producing partner, Sammy Castle. You can find every episode, along with Carolina Haints, at our website, wreakhavocproductions.com. If you enjoy the show, then do us a favor and share it with your friends. Don't forget to rate and review the show on iTunes as well. And if you'd like to take your support one step further, then by all means, visit our Patreon page to find ways in which you can contribute to all our ongoing efforts. That's patreon.com/wreakhavoc. You can find more about this show at our Facebook page. Just visit facebook.com/Carolina Haints. We're on Instagram at Wreak Havoc Productions, and I'm on Twitter at Hank vs. the Undead. And as always, I so enjoy hearing from fans of the show. You can ask me questions or send me your feedback about what you do like or don't like about the show. You can reach me at wreakhavocproductions@gmail.com. Join us on September 20th for our season premiere. Another tale about those things that go bump in the night. But wait, we're not done yet. In order to facilitate a new vibe for a new season, I've asked our composer, Judson Hurd, to create a new theme for the Carolina Haints Podcast. If you're like me and a huge fan of the original Carolina Haints theme entitled Dream, well, don't worry. You've got 2 seasons of the Carolina Haints Podcast to go back and listen to, featuring that song. But you can also find it on Judson's website, judsonhurd.com. This new theme will open every episode starting with the very first one of this season. Here's a little preview.